Transforming graphs of functions, example 6. Sketching the graph of y equals the modulus of x, then take away 2. There's two ways to do this. First method, so let's call this method 1, will be to, first of all, sketch the graph, imagining the modulus signs are not there, but only sketch it for positive x values. So if the modulus signs weren't there, we'd have a straight line graph, y equals x minus 2, which would go through the y-axis at minus 2 and have a gradient of 1, so it would look like that. However, I'm only going to sketch it for the positive x values and 0 as well. So that's the graph of y equals x minus 2. So I'm ignoring the mod signs for now. It would have a crossing of the x-axis when x is 2, y would be 0, and it goes to the y-axis when x is 0, y would be minus 2. Now, because modding the x values would mean if x value was already positive, it won't change, then let's consider the negative x values. What about when x is minus 2? When we mod minus 2, we get 2. So then y is going to be 2 take 2, which is going to be 0. Now think about it, modding minus 2, where x is minus 2, it's going to give us the same result as modding 2, because the modulus of minus 2 and the modulus of 2 are both the same number. They're 2. This is going to happen for any pair of positive and negative values. So if we mod minus 9, it'll be the same as modding positive 9. So we're going to get a line of symmetry in the y-axis. And that'll always happen when only the x values are being modulus. So let's finish this graph. Line of symmetry in the y-axis because of modding the x values, and there the graph would look like this, crossing there at minus 2, 0. Now that's method number 1. Let's consider a slightly different method, and this involves transformations of graphs. So if we did a second method, let's just get rid of these. There we go. Once again, I'm going to first of all sketch y equals mod x, and then transform the graph by moving it down 2. So y equals mod x, you should be very familiar with by now. It looks like that. That's the graph of y equals mod x, and then take account of this minus 2, which would move this graph down 2 units. There it goes. And of course, as you'd expect, we end up with the same graph as the other method I used. So this will still go through the x-axis at 2, 0 and minus 2, 0, and through the y-axis at 0, minus 2.